Okay, we're out today. One of my other customers are doing a tune-up. This is a 58MVC hooked up to a 24 ANA carrier infinity system. We're out, like I said, we're out today doing maintenance. So we've already checked the filter. That's fine. Humidifier kind of washed out the inside. Gotta wipe it down a little more, making sure the damper's open for the season. Flush condensate drain. Making sure the condensate pump works. Okay, that's nice and clear. And what I'll do is I'll put some, what I usually do is pop this open, flush the drain out, put some tablets in. Also with the condensate pump, we want to put tablets in there, flush that out. Then also on this one, we have to replace this whole inducer assembly. When she started it up this year, it was making noise, so we have to get that replaced. That's under warranty through the manufacturer. Got the external trap. You gotta take that off and flush it. Got to run through a normal tune-up, check gas pressure, check temp rise, blower operation. But everything's kind of controlled by the infinity control upstairs with blower speed and so on. So we'll take you through the process of removing this inducer assembly out too. We're doing a gas leak check, and I did find a gas leak flare fitting up here. So if you can see that right there, it's all bubbled up. So we got to repair that. Everything else seems fine. So we'll take you through the process of changing that motor out and get back to you. Okay. We're going to take this inducer motor out of here. So we got to take the pressure switches off. Got to take the venting off. We're going to have to switch the caps on the new inducer motor. And one of the things with these inducer motors that guys forget the most is that little rubber cap. They put the new inducer motor on thinking it's there, but it's not, and we end up putting flue gas into the compartment, and it ends up rusting everything out. So let's get started with this. Take the pressure switches off, disconnect the hoses, and just lay that there. There's 4 screws you need to take out. You got 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top. That's off. thing you got to keep in mind is that there's inducer standoffs. These do not come on the new ones, so you have to take them off the old one. Another thing, this is self-sealing, but I do put caulk on here just for precaution. So let me get all the screws, the standoffs. The little cap that goes on there. I lost my bit. So what we'll do is we'll change this discharge around. There. This I'm totally going to take off and use the old one. And just this cap goes down here. Let me go grab my caulk. Okay, so while we got this thing out, I want to make sure to wipe up any kind of dust that's in here. Make sure it's nice and clean. And what we'll do, we'll lay some caulk just right around this. Not very much, you don't need much. It's just a help it seal. If you don't get it to seal right, then you run into pressure switch issues and overheating. So I did switch my cap to the bottom. I did put my standoffs on. So what we'll do, this in here, make sure all my hoses are out of the way. Screws in here. Once you line the screws up, everything pretty much falls in line. And I gotta take that bottom off gotta take this plate off to actually get to that one screw down there. So we'll get it off. Guide this in place. Oh, she's gonna be tricky. One more screw that goes down here. This is always the tricky one. And I lost my 5/16 again. There it is. Make sure to tighten this back up so we don't have any water leak. This has got a harness, but it doesn't go there for some reason. Oh, that's different. So where am I supposed to put my pressure switches? Interesting. Well, let me get this figured out. I don't know where the pressure switches go. This is amusing. Because I know this is the retrofit motor for this furnace. So let me see where it goes. Okay, what I have to do is this right here that mounts on. Oh, which way does it mount? Oh, it's on here like that. What I have to do is take this pressure switch bracket off of here and mount it on there. Because all these holes line up, so this is the new, these holes right here line up with my old pressure switch holes where it's mounted. So I got to take that off of there and remount it on here. Okay, that's how we had to do it right here. You put the pressure switches on the new bracket, hook your drain up for your inducer drain, pressure switch hose off the heat exchanger, and the pressure switch hose from the burner box right here. Like I said, it does come with a harness from the new PC equipment to the old PC equipment. So your harnesses, they only plug in one way, and they hook up to the main harness right there. Put our cap in. I made sure everything was tight, everything was sealed. So that gas leak I found, the flare was stripped out. So I have to reflare and put a new fitting on there. And we'll get that out of the way, and then I'll eventually make it to tuning the system up today if I don't find anything else wrong. Okay, well, I'll get back to you in a minute. Okay, we just replaced this inducer motor on this unit. I got it up and running, did the tune up on it, everything's fine. But we got to the hot water heater, and I noticed there was a leak on the ground there from the T&P valve. And I tried to open up the valve, and that is seized shut. Well, as you see, tank's from 6 in 1999. Customer didn't want to put any money into it, so we're replacing the tank now. So I already disconnected the gas. I got a new gas cock in. We're draining it out right now. Disconnected the water already. We also had a problem with the humidifier water valve, so we're replacing this with the ball valve. Anytime you do any kind of humidifier, you shouldn't use a piercing valve they will fail. We use little tiny ball valves, and I'm going to solder one in right now. So yeah, this job turned into a bigger job than I thought, but that's all right though. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I couldn't get any more video on the hot water tank install, but we got the old tank out. That TMP was absolutely frozen, and you know, that's a huge safety issue. And I got the new tank in, drained out. Well, I mean, the old one drained out, the new one in. And yeah, I'm gonna have my other installer out of there in probably 45 minutes. He didn't really have to do much. So that's the kind of conclusion of this call. It came down to we're out doing our part replacement through the utility company. Then we did a furnace tune-up, found the humidifier didn't work, and also found the hot water tank had problems. So we had quite a few issues on this one, and we got it all taken care of. You know, I think I spent a total of let's see, oh shoot, I spent, like, between drive time and everything, I spent 5 hours on this call. So yeah, that's it for this one. Alright, like and subscribe, guys. Thanks.